Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah, Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today we'll be talking about computed field. Computed field is like a calculated field. Inshallah, I'll talk about that. We'll be working on some special operators. One of them is like, and another is in. And then we'll be working on the sorting as well, sorting the data. Now, the computing field is basically a calculated field. After the calculation, whatever the result you get, that becomes a field. And calculation, we can use any arithmetic operator like plus, minus, multiply, divide, or mix of them, or all of them, or one of them. That will create a calculated field, or you can say computed field. Now, in this example, if you see, we are having we are trying to display the customer number, the customer name, and the available credit, okay, for all customers. So there is no condition. So whatever is there in the table, we would like to display. Available credits, first of all, we'll see what columns are available, and then we'll try to determine. So most probably we are having a credit limit, and we're also having a balance, and a balance of your credit limit. So when we subtract, that will give us available credit. So let's see in the table. Now if I just go for the create, and I just say create a query, and I close this one, and I say I can go for the SQL statement. So in this one, what I can do is start from customer, okay, and then I can say execute it. Now if you see, we have the customer information. So looks like I have to do minimize, and then I can display. And if you see, we are having balance and credit limit. So let me have a calculated field in this one. So I can right click on the query, and I can go for the SQL view. So after all columns, I want to display credit limit minus balance, okay. Why we are having comma? Because this is another field now, and after the last field we will not be having any comma. So let's run it. Now if you see, so we got like expression 1000, okay. So this is the name of the column, and if you see, we are having, so let me bring it to the end, so I can click and drag, and I can show it here, so I can see. If you see, we are having a credit limit 7,500, and we have a balance of 1,200. So the remaining available credit, so we utilized 1,210, and then we are having the available credit is like 6,200. So that is how we are, and this is negative. If you see here, we had a limit of 5,000, but we utilized maybe 5,025. So 25 is in the minus sign. So that is one thing. Now let's see if we can give a name to this calculated column, this expression 1000, if we can give a name. So I can say as, and then I can give a name, available credit, okay. So this will be the name of the new column. If you see here, now we are having available credit. You see that? So we have given a name to this new calculated column. So this was our example for the calculated column. Now let's see the number 2 example. In this example, we would like to display the name and the number and the available credit for all customers with credit limit. Yani those customer who has no credit limit, yani those who have exhausted, like you have seen the one record, we don't want to display that record, okay. For example, this one, okay. So So what we'll do is we'll say, okay, if the credit limit is greater than the balance, then we should display, otherwise we should not display. So let's go and put the condition inside. So what I can do is I can put a condition where where credit limit is greater than balance. Okay, and now I can run this example query, and if you see here, if you see at the bottom on the right side, we have only 11 records and we don't have that negative value. See, the negative 25 is gone now. So we can only see those who have the available credit. So this was another example. Now we are going to look for record where we don't have the exact match. Until now we have seen that, okay, the customer is equal to 126, or so whatever we have defined, it was an exact match. But this time we are looking for not exact match. So let's see if we have this kind of condition, then what we can do. So we would like to display customer number, customer name, complete address for every customer located on a street that contains the letter Oxford. Okay, so contains the letter Oxford means anywhere within the field, if we have the word Oxford, we would like to display. Otherwise, we don't want to display. So what I can do is I can just say, okay, display me everything from customer where street. Now we cannot say is equal to sign. Okay, if I say is equal to Oxford, because we have streets and that has an Oxford, but Oxford is not the only word, it has so many things. So if I run this part, so I'll get nothing. So what I can do is I can go to the street and I change my condition from, so I say like street like Oxford. Now Oxford could be in the beginning, or Oxford could be in the end, Oxford could be in the middle, so we don't know. So what we can do is we can put a star before and star after. Star mean any characters, 0 or more characters before or 0 or more characters after. Pick this one. So let's go, and if you see, now we got, okay, we have an Oxford in the street, you see that? So it's not in the beginning, it's not in the end, it's in the middle. So the star, the first star represent any characters before the Oxford, and the last star represent any characters in the end of the column. So this was an example of like operator. Huh? So another example is in. Oh, this is another interesting part. Now, for example, I want to display customers. Okay, let's see the table. I want to display the customer where my credit limit, if I have more than one value or two values, what I have to do is I have to say something like that. For example, credit limit, if I see my table, the credit limit is, we are having like, let me sort on this one. Okay, so we have 5,000, we have 7,500, and we have 10,000 and 15,000. Okay, so we are having 4 different kinds of limits. So for example, I'm interested in 5,000 and 7,500. So what I'm going to do is I'll say credit limit is equal to 5,000. Oh, this is a number sign, or credit limit is equal to 7,500. Okay, now if I run this query from the design, I can execute this query. Now what had happened? Credit limit is equal to, oh, I didn't put the where clause, where credit limit is equal to 5,000, or where credit limit is equal to 7,500. And if you see here, now I can see 7,500 and 5,000. We didn't see the 10,000, we didn't see the 15,000. Now, for example, if I have to go for another one that is like I'm interested in 15,000. So I have to say credit limit is equal to 15,000. And then I can run this one. And now you will see that I got 7,500, 5,000 and 15,000. You see that? So we didn't get the 10,000 one. Now, if this is the situation, then how many OR condition you are going to put? So the simple way is don't write all these things, okay? What you're gonna say customer in, and now you can give a list of values like 5,000, 7,500, okay? And then 15,000, like that, and bracket close. So any value available in this list in the credit limit will be displayed. Let's go and see. There you go. So you got the same result, 7,500, 5,000 and 15,000. So this is how we'll be using in operator. Okay, and similarly, if I say not in, so the not will reverse the value, and I'm gonna say I'll only get the 10,000 one, you know, not the 15,000, not the 7,500, and not the 5,000. So this is another interesting feature of using not. Sorting, that's again very good. For example, same query, if I go for the same query, let me turn it off to remove the not and run it. Now if you see, I'm having like 7,500 and then I got a 5,000, then 15,000. So it's not in the sorting order. So let me sort it up on the credit limit. So SQL view, and I'm gonna say, so sort is by order by credit limit. Now what will happen? The 5,000 will come on the top. Let's go on the right side. Let me open it up. If you see here, 5,000 is in the top, then 7,500 and then 15,000. So it is sorted by credit limit. You see that? Okay, now let's see, order by credit limit. And it was sorting order. But if I want a descending order, I can say DESC, descending order. Okay, so let's go and run it and see there you go. The 15,000 is in the top, descending order, 7,500, then 5,000. And we didn't have the 10,000 because 10,000 is not, it is not in the condition. That's why we didn't have the 10,000. So ascending ASC and descending DESC, okay, you can use one of them at one time. So if it is ascending order, then I will be getting alpha in the sequence like 5,000, 7,500 and 15,000. And if I go for descending, so I have to write DESC, descending order, and I'll be getting 15,000 on the top. Okay. Now, in the next example is very interesting. Now, we want to display the customer number, the name, the street, the credit limit of all customers. You know that how we can display from the customer table. Now, we have to order, order by customer name, order the customer table by name within the credit limit, descending order. So the name should be within the credit limit. And if we have the credit limit, for example, if I see the credit limit 15,000, so I want the name should be ascending order. In other words, this A should be on the top and K should be after that. Then we have another group of 7,500. So it should be sorted in a 7 by credit limit, and then the name should be A, and then it should be C, and then J, and then T, and then U. So it should be sorted within. So within this credit limit, I want these customer names should be sorted order. So what should we do? We should be saying order by credit limit descending, for example, because descending, I want the top on the, the top credit limit, the higher credit limit on the top, and then I can say the name. Okay, let's see the customer name. Okay, and then I can say customer name. Now you will see that we have like, you see here 15,000. A is on the top and K is after that. Now let's go and look at this one. 7,000. All 7,500. But alphabetical order name. A, C, J, T, T, U. You see that? And similarly here in this part we are having C and G. So name is in the sequence. And this is descending order. You see here, this is descending order. So the higher credit limit is on the top. So if I just go back to the query, I can go here and I can go back. So order by credit limit descending and customer name ascending. So I can write ascending. By default it is ascending, so I don't have to write. But if you want to write, you can say ASC. Let's go and run it. Same way, you see that I can increase the size 15,000, and then we have A and K, and 7,500 all are same, A, C, J, ascending order. So it's like that. Now, so this is the homework for you guys. You can try by yourself, and inshallah in the next lecture we'll be talking about the built-in function. This is count, sum, average, min, and max. So kafara majlis, subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.